What's good, everybody? Tuesday night will be officially my favorite topic. Maybe. Tonight's talk, old school Jiu-Jitsu. Boy, old school Jiu-Jitsu. God damn, I love old school Jiu-Jitsu. Maybe because I'm getting old. I don't fucking know. What's old school Jiu-Jitsu even mean to me? Old school Jiu-Jitsu to me is a style of Jiu-Jitsu that was from the old school, my friends. It was a style that was geared towards gi, no gi, MMA, street fight applicability. That to me is old school. That is the essence of old school. I'm going to act like 100% jackass tonight because I'm talking about a topic that I'm passionate about. My pursuit of perfection in Jiu-Jitsu is to understand the old school basics. So tonight's topic with old school Jiu-Jitsu will be the power of pressure, bone-crushing pressure. And a lot of you will be able to relate to this topic. Everybody who's ever trained Jiu-Jitsu should be able to relate to this topic. Whether you admit it or not, I can tell you firsthand, I have been underneath guys that are so fucking big. Not even technical, but just big, and they smash the shit out of you. They smash you so hard that all your years of experience, you start feeling like your brains are getting fucking rattled. You feel like you want to give up. You feel like you want to quit. You feel like, fuck, I'm about to give this son of a bitch an arm so I don't have to feel this pressure anymore. That's pressure. That's the power of pressure. So let's talk about two sides. The guy that's applying the pressure, the guy that's taking the pressure. Let's talk about the guy taking the pressure. Especially if you've been in that situation where someone's just mashing the shit out of you from side control. Just smothering the fuck out of you. Knee on belly. Just killing you, man. Just every little breath you take, it feels like they drop their knee heavier and heavier. You're like, fuck it, just take it, man. Just take it. Just get the fuck off me. We've been there, my friends. So let's talk about that guy. What should you do in that situation? Get comfortable in uncomfortable positions. Bottom line, I cannot finesse this. Bottom line, get comfortable in shit positions. If you're not comfortable being there, put yourself there. If you're just too fucking good where no one's ever going to catch you, play possum that night and let people beat the shit out of you. Get yourself in those uncomfortable positions. Get comfortable with the feeling of panic. You're just getting smashed so bad you panic. There's possible submissions right in front of you. There's openings, there's gaps, there's ways to get away. But the pressure has just got to you, man. Your brain is just, fuck. You want to give up. You want to quit. Learn to breathe in that pressure. Breathe. Breathe. There are times, I have really worked on this, so it can be done. The high-level old-school jiu-jitsu guys, I think, are masters at this, where you can just be in the worst position, but you can chill. You can survive there because no one's going to finish you. By this point, your escape should be incredible, or you shouldn't be baiting shit out there. But breathe. This is a humbling experience, so I'm going to admit it to you guys right now. When I was a blue belt, I was rolling with a white belt who was just fucking massive. My mentality was different. I was trying to keep up with his strength, his power, and his speed. Well, he got the best of me. He was in my closed guard. He was in my fucking closed guard. And he was smashing me so bad in my closed guard. He applied an Ezekiel choke. A fucking Ezekiel choke in the closed guard. But hey, I keep it real, so I'm going to tell you where I fucked up one night. Won't be the only time. This fucking guy, he broke me. And I fucking tapped. I couldn't breathe. I could hold out chokes. I trained to hold out chokes. This guy had my brain so fucking rattled. He had me in such panic. I'm suffocating. That when he finally had a submission, it was like, I just couldn't breathe anyway. Game's over. I'm fucking done. So I went home and I beat the shit out of myself like I normally do and realized, what the fuck? This guy choked me in my closed fucking guard. Where was I using my legs to pull him off me? The guy was standing up, stacking me as he was choking, pressure down. Where the fuck's my hook sweep? Where the fuck's the armbar? Where's the fucking triangle? Beats the shit out of me. It was there. He wasn't, nothing against him. He wasn't at that level to stop what I was going to do. But his pressure just turned my fucking brain off, and it made me go retarded. That's what I'm talking about, power of pressure. That panic state. So after that, and I felt like just jumping off a bridge, I won't let that happen again to me. So no matter what, if I roll with him, if I roll with any big, massive son of a bitch, no matter what they do, when you got me, fuck it, you got me. I'm not moving. I'm going to breathe. Because they expect it. So it's a little bit of that keep it playful mentality as well. I'm just going to chill out here, bro. I'm going to let you think you're doing whatever the fuck you want to do, but I'm buying my time. I'm breathing. Because if I try to keep up now, your pressure is way too great. I'm going to keep gassing and gassing. And then I'm going to panic, and there's going to be a fucking arm bar right in front of me, and I'm going to free up, and I'm not going to do shit. Well, I don't want to be that guy again. So if it's happened to you, learn from that shitty experience. Learn to cope with the pressure. Learn to deal with the anxiety that you feel. Make it go away. It'll come back from time to time, because once in a while you roll with someone you haven't rolled, and then you get a little caught up in their game. You know, you start playing a little fucksy-wucksy, and shit happens. So it's a working project. You know, it's something you have to... Is my fucking ear starting to leave the side of my head? Look at this shit. Where you going, buddy? Pretty soon it's going to be fucking facing that way. Fucking Mr. Potato Head over here. Anyway, I went off track. So that's the guy on the bottom. The guy on the top, there you go. I already told you. Right? Man, old school jiu-jitsu, when I think of old school jiu-jitsu, I think of pressure, man. I think of grabbing a motherfucker and keeping him tight. Why? Because if I make space, he's liable to, he can strike me. He has a lot of options. Or he can just escape. You know? So I think about street. I don't want to think about, well, he might go to turtle, so maybe I'll let him roll turtle. If he does, man, his ass is fuck. I'm taking his back, man. Especially even in the street. But why not? Mount is king in the old school world, right? So I'm going to smash the fuck out of you from side control. I'm going to make my pressure so bad as I knee slice across your belly, then windshield wipe that knee across your belly to the mount, where the pressure never lets go. That's what you want to work on. So if you're thinking, what is old school jiu-jitsu? There's a lot to old school jiu-jitsu, and I don't know it all, so I'm not pretending I do. But take one aspect, something as simple as something you can't see, but it's fucking there, and the guy on the bottom can sure feel it. Hell, you can feel it even in someone's closed guard when they know how to use pressure. Frustrate them with your pressure. Exhaust them, because you know if you're relentless with it, they will panic. They will give you something. Doesn't matter how high level that is, how high level they are. It's like that old quote that I forget who says it. I don't know if it was Hickson or Jean-Jacques Machado, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But it was basically the whole, I'm a shark. Or no. That might have been a different quote. I read too much. No, it was you punch a black belt in the face, he becomes a brown belt. You punch him again, he becomes a purple belt. You keep on punching him. Before you know, he's a white belt, and he's giving up his back. It's so fucking true. The same way with your pressure, man. You can end somebody with your pressure. You don't have to be technically fancy. You can just crush them. No matter what they play, you can always use pressure, and it's going to destroy them. So it takes work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of drill, and it takes a partner that can tell you, hey, man, good pressure. Or like what I like to do is I might even tell a buddy tonight when I roll, hey, I'm going to be working on pressure, so let me know if it's there. If it's not there, let me know that too. You know, and they can work on whatever the fuck they want to work on. So, work that shit, man. Because in my mind, right, why do I love the old school techniques? Because the old school techniques is fucking still king, man. The shit is still king. It's always going to be good. And the truth is, do I know lots of other positions? Do I know lots of other guards? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Do I know about Barambola? Do I know about the Dali Hiva? Do I know about Spider Guard? You know, yeah, of course. Because people use it on me, and I've drilled those techniques. But again, it's kind of like going back to a video where I talked about striking if you're a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm not learning it necessarily to use it, but I'm learning it so I can feel it when it's happening to me. So I know how to go back to my old school style And, you ain't going to get that leg there. Oh, no, not putting that hook in. No, not grabbing my collar there. I know what the feel is, so I know how to react to it and use what I want to use. So yeah, man. I could talk about this shit all fucking night. But you guys will tune out. Because statistically, you might not even be watching this whole video. So anyways, old school jiu-jitsu, baby. You know, it's one of those things where, how good are you at an armbar? Are you great? Are you great? You're a black belt? Can you tap everybody? Can you tie a hand behind your back and tap everybody? No? So this is my mentality. This is just me personally. I prefer to focus on my style that is basic jiu-jitsu because why? It's not where it needs to be. So let's say I line up 10 people, right? And 8 of those people I got a mounted triangle from. I was able to mount them and triangle them from the top. Well, what happened to the last 2? Somehow they scrambled out. Somehow they got away. So guess what? I'm not there yet. I'm not perfect yet. Who knows if I ever will be. But that's why I will hit a lot of the same moves. But it's changing, man. It's changing. Like a lot of the, let's say like an old school pendulum sweep, right? I was talking to a buddy about this the other day. There's a lot of fancy sweeps. That's a basic sweep. I still use it. What used to take me maybe 5-6 steps to really set it up and be a little slow about it, now it becomes one motion. Because I've done it so much. It's just one fucking motion, man. Most of the time, I don't even need it to be pretty. I can just fucking make it happen. Because I got it, man. I know my body just does it. And that, man, that's what everybody in jiu-jitsu should aim for. You should be flawless with your techniques. I don't care how great you are at inverting, your tornado guard. I don't care about that. If you can't show me a basic upa, you can't show me a fucking, just, I don't, the basic shit. If you can't show me the proper setup of an armbar, you keep all that other shit. Because in the end of the day, it's fancy and it's fun. There's nothing wrong with it. But let's respect the art. Let's respect what jiu-jitsu has brought to us. Let's not forget where it comes from. And out of respect, we should learn that. And we should not try to veer away from that. There's some schools that don't even fucking teach the self-defense. And, that's fine. But, some asshole's only going to collect a point for so long. He's only going to collect gold medals for so long. He's going to eventually fucking get old, man. He's going to eventually have wife and kids, and his life's going to slow down. He's just not going to be able to compete at that level. Maybe some do. Some that just say, fuck it. That's their life. They gave up everything else for that. Is that the jiu-jitsu lifestyle? Or is that an obsessed, unbalanced lifestyle? I don't know. Maybe I sound like an asshole. I don't really give a fuck. Anyways, so that's the topic of tonight. Old school jiu-jitsu. I was covering pressure. Maybe next time with old school jiu-jitsu, we'll talk about an old school position, Old school side control, man. You don't ever see that shit anymore. Old school side control. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the old fucking guys doing side control. Look at the old, even like Matt Serra, back in the day. Old side control, man. Because that old side control, let me just tell you, has a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. So, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to leave you thirsty and you go search that yourself. But always look to improve your pressure, even if you're a guy that always stands and pass. Even if you're a guy that plays a pretty light game and you're really flashy, you're really lightweight so you can spin, swirl, cartwheel over a motherfucker, you can make him just get flustered with all your movement. That's great. But still focus on your pressure. Everybody should be doing this. Alright. I think I went on long enough. I haven't said anything funny in a while. I think we'll go ahead and stop there. I need a drink. Alright, Brethren, have a good night. Until tomorrow, the next topic will be some shit that I don't remember off the top of my head. What will tomorrow's topic be? Oh, I'm going to rant, which sounds like I'm doing right now. So, hey, feel free if you want to hear me bitch about something. Feel free to comment. Tell me what you want to hear me bitch about. Tell me what you don't like about competition, what you don't like about self-defense, what you don't like about the Gracies, what you don't like about me. I'll keep it real, bitch.